Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your Intuitive Messenger, and this is your energy forecast and a whole lot more for today, Saturday, April the 5th, 2014. And as always, thank you for taking time to watch this video, retweet it, post it, subscribe to it, become a friend on Facebook. Wow, I don't even know where to start today. I think I need to get the business out of the way, and then I'm going to yammer for a while because it is an amazing, amazing moment in time. So, all that being said, a week ago I posted the week-long spread, and if you heard the vibration, that's the Cosmic Caffeine team. We're buzzing already. A week ago I posted a week-long spread, and today was the Two of Swords, and that was a lot of choices, things about choices. I also spoke about today being a big build-up, like a crescendo, if you will. And it also feels like the denouement, the falling out and the bringing things together, probably over into tomorrow. But today's number 5, so lots of shifting and changing energy there. I remember yesterday seeing David Lawrence Palmer video or post, and all he said was, "Holy Uranus." So I don't do astrology, but I love that the cards still tell me when there's lots of changes and shifts coming on. And by the way, I have invited all my guides in at this moment today. So if y'all see anything going on or feel anything, let me know, because it will be a very, very high vibrational video today. I can definitely tell you that. Adding all the numbers up today, and you get the number 16, which for me is that shifting, changing, moving. It's the Tower card. It's revamping. It's tilling up the garden. And there's also number 7, which is Chariot. The whole year is a Chariot energy. Polarized, big changes, black and white kind of a feel. And just powerful, powerful day. And so many of you are saying that. So let me, because I got a lot to talk about. So let me go and pull the Lenormand card for today. And that card will be the Dog, which this is such a beautiful card in the sense of what it represents. It's the number 18, which is hope. Excuse me, the Moon card, which is intuition, because 17 is the star, 18 is the moon. It's you know, a little more hopefulness, a little more intuitive, but also the Dog is that companion, that best friend. Loyalty, trust, advisor even, but it's also the 10 of spades on the card, which is the 10 of swords, which can be about worry and frustration. So that's very interesting kind of feel here. So hold on to that companion, advisor, best friend kind of energy through this day, and let's see what else we can add to it from the tarot card, mixing these worlds together. Death. There's a lot of what I got to talk about. So, just can't make it up. Cosmic Caffeine people, when you see this, they're buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. We're on a group text, so there's a lot going on. So, wow, Death card. So, this is about death today. This is absolutely about death. And this is leading into what I need to talk about. I'm asking Spirit, when I get quiet and I look down, I'm asking Spirit where to start. So, wow. Just got very emotional. So when I started doing this work, I always looked at those who I wanted to be like and emulate. And, you know, the James Van Prague, the Lisa Williams was one of my favorites, and always and is and will be. John Holland, John Edward. Always attracted to Sylvia Brown, but she was a little before my time in the sense of following her and studying her. Now Teresa Caputo, Chip Coffey, these people who've been, on TV and entertainment. And it's funny because I always felt, and I'm going to be real honest, I always felt I was to take a high road, and this was my ego getting in the way. And the high road was shying away from the entertainment aspect of it. Because once it goes on TV, that's tough. Producers deal with it, et cetera, et cetera. And I got that confused, and that I felt was true. And because even those who have been on TV, Lisa and John Edward, they've said, it's tough dealing with it because they've got to make it entertainment value, and they've shied away from TV anymore. So, but I know I got that confused also with what I called grief counseling. And that was dealing with those who have parted and crossed over. And I've done mediumship, and I've done that work, and I've worked with people who just connecting has healed them in this physical life now. And it's been amazing. But I've always felt more about the soul's journey and the path, and more like that personal trainer for the person here and now. But I'm seeing my role expanding, and being that person working with those who have crossed over, being more and more relevant, especially with Evan's passing, and then probably about Tuesday this week, I finally said, okay, there's so many crossing over and so many animals crossing over. I said, all right, Spirit, if I'm expanding my role, I'm stepping up to what my higher self wants me to be. And if that really encompasses, more of that mediumship, working with those who have crossed over and just dealing with death, period. It's funny, I was about to say I have no problem with death. And I don't. Last night I laid in bed with the overwhelming feeling that I may not wake up. And that's part of the reason why I posted that video. And once I posted it, I set the phone down. And last night and the night before, I was alone because Fabian was somewhere else. And I sat there full on feeling that somebody would be finding my body dead. Odd moment, but I was at such peace with that. And, I was watching Gary Zukav on Oprah, and he's like, I'm fine with death. He's like, it's just the transition. And Shirley MacLaine, same thing. She's not afraid of death. She said what I always say, I don't want it to be long and drawn out and painful. But even then, I don't feel it will be. I think I will, and many of us who have raised our vibration are more like what the animals do. Even when they're close to the end of that death, they don't attach all the emotional pain to it. And that's the fear of going over. They know they're in a little bit of body pain, and that's usually doable. That is usually doable for the animals. It's not always wonderful. And I'm trying to really focus my thoughts and feelings because it is overwhelming to think about that. But I laid there last night thinking, all right, if I never wake up, and I thought about people finding me and stuff like that, and I went, that's their stuff to deal with, not mine. And it was a very interesting moment laying there thinking that I was not going to wake up from this sleep. And even right at this moment, I'm wondering, is this a dream? Am I already gone? But there's utter peace and even a little excitement about it. So all that being said, I know that there's a lot of death and transition taking place, and with the animals and with humans. We've seen it on Jamie's Facebook page. We're dealing with it. Fabian, the reason Fabian wasn't here the last 2 nights is because one of his very good clients' father passed away, and he had to go stay at the house with all their animals. Tomorrow night's show is going to be dealing with a lot of topic of death because we're bringing Karen Wyatt back on, which was all just so fortuitous for this moment, this event. And again, I know the build-up. I rode the wave. I just heard Spirit say that to me. I rode the wave this week. The build-up to this week, to this day, I rode it rather than let it pummel me because I could have lived in fear all the way up until this moment. But I rode the wave very, very well. I was hanging 10 and expanding who I am rather than let it crush me. And I feel like I've taken my vibration up a notch. Laying out back last night, looking up and this bat flying over me. The bat, I posted about the bat, it's transition, it's death. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I posted that. Go to my Facebook page and see it. I posted it last night, and here are the death cards popping up, and the best friend, the companion. People are losing their loved ones and their best friends. So, like I said, just so much going on. I'm trying to focus my thoughts so I can speak it to you guys, but I feel like vibrationally you're going to feel it. So, and then even this morning after I posted that, I love you guys, and that I love you was prompted by Spirit for me just to do it because that's not my normal kind of thing. But I thought to myself, if I passed away last night, what's the last post I want? And that was it. After I posted that, Fabian's on the other side of town. We called each other. We said goodnight. And I made sure he heard me. I said, I love you. I love you very much. And I wasn't afraid. It's like you're in that airplane and you're thinking it's going to go down. That wasn't the case. For me last night, the plane was going down. And it was more of, are we going to recover? Not, I'm taking a trip. It felt like I was going down. And I won't, what's the word? Not belittle, but I don't want it to sound like I know what it's like to know you're going to die. But I sure felt like last night was my last night in this physical body. So that was a very interesting moment for me, and it felt so utterly peaceful. And I think for me, Spirit is just showing me where I truly am about death, which has always, even as a child, has always just been, why does everybody get so upset over it? You all talk about, you're moving on to something better from the Christian world. And it's like, well, why do we not believe that? Because I'm always thinking, I am here for a reason. I am a warrior moving through this life, but the moment I take my last breath, I'm going to be okay because I'm done. I don't have to pay taxes. I don't have to eat. I don't have to poop. I don't have to worry about, digestion problems and cutting my hair or shaving my back. I don't have to worry about all that physical stuff anymore. But I'm here and I'm experiencing this to the fullest that I can as I continue to grow and vibrate as high as I possibly can. So, yeah, people are buzzing all over. I got emails and messages popping up on my computer, so I'm trying not to be distracted. So interesting. Yeah, this was a ramble morning, but you could have clicked it off earlier. But if you're like me, you're like, what's coming up next? Because spirit is very palpable right now. So have an amazing day. Those of you who have readings with me tomorrow, hang on, it's going to be crazy. I can feel it. But shortly, I am also going to flip the switch and do some chat readings. If you need just a quick little chat reading, it's in the morning, so I'll only till be about 10:30. Yeah, and tomorrow night, Cosmic Caffeine. It's going to be an amazing show. I don't want to say it's all about death, but it is about those crossing over. Karen White is going to be on. She's a hospice MD. The theme has been set, so to speak. So namaste. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.